Greetings, this is Robin, Certified Nutrition Specialist, taking you through the pre-shred meeting, if you will. So with shred, you'll hear us say shred 10 or shred, and it's a jump start to better health. You're shredding the foods and the habits that are not serving you and focusing on flooding your body with whole food nutrition, at least for these 10 days. We will eliminate the following: wheat, dairy, sugar, processed foods. When you remove these items from your body, you get a real good opportunity to see what your body likes and doesn't like at some point when you add them back in. And we call them common allergens or agitators because, unbeknownst to many, it creates some challenges inside of the body and shows up in ways that you may not even know that were related to these particular foods. We also want you to drink enough water so that your urine is nearly clear, knowing that in the morning, that is where you will have, if you will, the darkest urine, and it should be lightly tinted if you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Sleep 7 to 8 hours per night as best you can. I know that we have different sleep schedules and bodies and all of that, I understand, but we want you to rest adequately during the shred. Exercise most days, most being the shred is 10 days. So that means 6 at least of those 10 days, and eliminate eating 4 hours before bed. So if you go to bed at 11, then your last meal will be at 7 and so forth. During the shred, you're going to replace 1 or 2 of your meals with the Juice Plus Complete plant-based shake. So 1 or 2, it's up to you. And then we recommend also adding in and consuming the Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas. Recommended, but not required. And we understand that some of you all are doing the shred and not taking the Juice Plus. It really does help to flood your body with the produce. And we also know that the shredders that consume it do have heightened results. But I'll explain that to you. Wherever you are in this space, we want to make sure that you are, again, following the guidelines, at least replacing your meal with 1 or 2 of the shakes, and then we'll go from there. All right, so make sure that you have your shred menu guide. Your shred leader should have sent that to you. If you don't have that, reach out to your shred leader right away and make sure that you have it. So it basically is a list of the guidelines, which foods to enjoy, giving you ideas of different meal options, your recipes. There's a lot in there that's valuable. So just make sure that you have that. All right, here's a snapshot of what your 10 days could look like. So your breakfast would be a complete smoothie. Lunch could be another smoothie or another shake if that's your desire, or a whole food balanced meal, which we will provide you examples of. And then your dinner would be a whole food balanced meal. So let me tell you when I say whole food balanced meal, what that could look like. I'll give you 2 examples. Let's say you're doing chicken stir fry with rice. So you're doing your 5 to 7 ounces of chicken. You are having lots of vegetables in there, and you have a cup and a half of rice. Or let's say you're doing a tofu stir fry. If you're going to do all plant-based, you can do a tofu stir fry with rice, but you have your carbohydrates, you have your vegetables, and you have your protein. So that's when we say it's balanced, but you will see that in the menu guide. And then if you need snacks, there will be options for you as well. Hope that makes sense. Jot down any questions that you have, and you can reach out to your shred leader or me if you can find me. So let's look at that breakfast, or your first meal of the day with your complete protein smoothie. Can look something like this: your 8 ounces of water or nut milk. You can do almond milk, cashew, what have you. I like to add in also a tablespoon of a good fat, be it a nut butter or some avocado. I actually do nuts. I do 1/4 of a cup of nuts. I do sometimes sunflower seeds or walnuts, but that's good fat for you. Then you're going to have a fruit. I like to do a frozen banana with the chocolate specifically. So good. If you are watching your blood sugar, then I recommend no more than a half a cup of fruit. I put all my capsules, my Juice Plus capsules, in my smoothie. I do not open them up. I just throw them in. I've not swallowed capsules in years because of that, because I have my smoothie every single day, even when I'm not doing the shred. I started only having the smoothie during the shred, and then I realized what it was doing for my body, and I stayed full, and it just worked for me. So I keep doing it every day, and then I add my Juice Plus in there. But that's an example of how you can make a yummy, great smoothie in the morning. With the complete, I recommend, if you decide to do a second shake, so your first one is a smoothie. If you're doing only one a day, then this doesn't apply. But if you're going to do 2 a day, I recommend that your second one really not be the smoothie, but just go ahead and just have the powder with your milk, nut milk or water, and just shake it up. So you're going to use that once a day with that whole smoothie. And if you're going to do it twice a day, I repeat, just do it with just the powder and the liquid. The shakes are really good. It's a great source of protein. It has your carbohydrates, your proteins, all your fiber, which is important. Specifically, it has specialized plant fiber called prebiotics, which is phenomenal for gut health. And it's designed to be low glycemic meaning, or low glycemic meaning not to raise your blood sugar. You will notice that there is sugar in the complete. And some people are wondering, why is there sugar in the complete? It is natural sugar, the same amount of sugar that you would find in an apple. And it is designed not to raise your blood sugar. And it's there, and it's all completely balanced and good for you. And the fiber that is included helps to balance out any sugar that is there. So that also makes it whereby we're taking sugar out of our diet for these 10 days. You still get the opportunity to satisfy your sweet tooth by using the complete. If you get gas, just know that that's not unheard of. You are putting a lot of good stuff in your body. You're rumbling up that digestive system, or you're revving it up, and you might get gas. You truly might get gas, unless it is completely just oh so unbearable. Then my suggestion is that you go, keep going. It'll subside, but it may not subside for the 10 days. Honestly, it's because it's your body expelling and letting you know that it's working. So just know that, and we know that. And if you have any additional questions about it, you can ask your shred leader. So examples of what to eat. I mentioned this before, but I'll go over it again. And it's also in your menu guide. So when I say a whole food meal, it could be chicken, fish, turkey, tofu, 5 ounces or more, a cup of vegetables, at least a cup, but it can be a whole plate full of vegetables. And then you're going to have your carbohydrates. Examples could be brown rice, quinoa. And folks want to know, well, can I do any rice? Yes, you want to do white rice, you want to do black rice. As long as you're doing a cup, you're fine. You can have corn tortillas during the shred, make tacos, lots of options for you. We want to make sure that you're drinking a liter of water with your meal. Yep. So that's an example of what you would eat. And let's talk about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are our main energy source for our bodies, and the carbohydrates that we recommend during the shred, and in this particular quantity, 1 cup. So the rice, your oatmeal, beans, sweet potatoes, corn tortillas, quinoa, etc. So you can see it here, and grits. So if you like grits, you can. And then your fruit is also considered a carbohydrate. So stick with these carbohydrates in place of the breads and the pastas and the gluten-based carbohydrates that you may have eaten before. As far as the protein, 5 ounces or more, generally speaking, and you're wanting to have it grilled, baked, broiled, pan-seared, and there's a list, and there's a lot of options. Someone asked me about shrimp, and shrimp is not on the list how specifically on there, but it's a seafood and you definitely can have shrimp. Someone asked about shrimp and grits. Yes, you can do shrimp and grits and make it tasty. The shred is designed to be a jump start, but to inspire you to continue and use some of these habits after the 10 days. During the shred, we don't recommend red meat. And then your vegetables, raw, fresh, or frozen, not in the can. And have as much as you'd like, really. We want you to flood your body with those vegetables. And then if you're doing your fruit, you do a half of a cup or piece or 1 cup max of fresh or frozen fruit. There's a recipe book called The Taste of Shred. Phenomenal. Lots of wonderful ideas. Get that, look through it. You'll see a lot of inspiration for meals. Your shred leader should have given that to you. And if you don't have that, please go back to them and make sure you get it. We have a Facebook group. Same thing. You would have been added, hopefully. So go to your shred leader if you're not there and hop in that Facebook group. And during the shred, there's different bits of education that we're posting, and we want you to post and share your foods and your thoughts and all of that. The more engagement, the better. So let's talk about how to take Juice Plus if you have decided to incorporate it into your shred. I'm going to explain to you how to take it and reiterate to you the value and what it is designed to do and what you can expect from it. So with your Juice Plus, if you are taking capsules, the standard dosage for the capsules, 2 of each, 2 fruits, 2 vegetables, 2 berries, 2 omegas, if you're taking capsules. When you're just starting out, however, my recommendation is you just take for a few days, 1 of each. If you're just starting out, if you've never taken the capsules before, then you're going to start off with 1 of each and work your way up. But if you've been taking the capsules for a long time, then continue with that dosage of 2 of each. With the chewables, you're going to take 4 of each, 4 fruits, 4 vegetables, 4 berries, because that's the quantity if you are an adult. So 4 of the chewables of each, but when you're taking capsules, it's 2 of the capsules of each. And I put those capsules in my smoothie and it is seamless because I never swallow any of those capsules. Inside of the capsules are all these different fruits and vegetables that you will see on this screen in the most concentrated form. So to be clear, just to give you an idea of how they're made, there's a big old grinder. So first of all, there's fruits and vegetables, no pesticides, non-GMO, picked from the high quality farmers, and they're all put into this big grinder, the pits, the peel, the seeds, all of it. The water is taken out and it's turned into a fine powder, and then it's placed into these capsules. It truly is fruits and vegetables at its finest, all the live enzymes. And when you take it, it goes straight to your bloodstream, and that's where the magic happens. Imagine all these fruits and vegetables, what would happen to your body if you took 30 different raw, vine ripened fruits and vegetables every day in this synergistic fashion. And when I say synergistic, usually when we're eating fruits and vegetables, we eat only the ones that we like, and we eat those over and over again. And we may not have prunes every day, or blackberries, or beets, or cabbage. But when you're taking the Juice Plus, you're getting all of this daily. And with the Omega Blend, so the Omega Blend is an all plant-based omega, and omegas are powerful for your brain and your joints. It's lubrication for your cells. So think about your car. You wouldn't drive your car without oil, shouldn't. The same is for your cells. Your cells need oil and lubrication in order to behave. And there's a synergistic blend of omegas that are available in the Omega Blend, all plant-based. So the bypass the middle fish. Normally you think about fish oil, and it's the algae is where the omegas comes from. So that is what the omegas are all about. And I mentioned the synergistic blend, 100% plant-based, and the omegas raise the omega-3 in your blood levels faster than if you were taking fish oil pills. All right, so let me just tell you again about the benefits of Juice Plus and what it is designed to do and what we know that it does by research. First and foremost, it's important that research has been done on Juice Plus, not just on fruits and vegetables, but very specifically what happens in the body when you take this quantity of produce, and really let food be thy medicine. It is not a multivitamin in this way. People think, oh, it's in a capsule, therefore it's a multivitamin. So a multivitamin is a synthetic version of isolated nutrients. With Juice Plus, you're getting all of the real raw nutrients, and you'll notice that on the label of your Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, and berries, it will say nutrition facts, not supplement facts. So the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries carries a nutrition facts label, just like if you were to go get a bag of frozen peas or broccoli from your store. It is considered food, it is food, and it is then not a synthetic version of a multivitamin. You are getting the real and raw produce straight into your body. And this is what research shows. So antioxidants protect your blood from your cells from damage. So when you have antioxidant protection in your blood, then it helps your cells fight off what is damaging it. And we know that when you're taking the Juice Plus, it is giving you better antioxidant protection in your blood. And within 80 days, your DNA will be 66% less damaged than had you not been taking Juice Plus. We know, and when I say we know this through research, if you are as a research nerd, all of this is documented, and if you want to see it, ask your shred leader, and they will be more than happy to get this to you and all the science and all of that, if that's what you're interested in. But we know that it improves your cognitive process, including your memory selective attention and processing speed. So it improves your memory, selective attention, and processing speed. That's what it should say. It decreases inflammatory markers throughout your body. And to be clear, because sometimes when I'll say inflammation, people don't understand why that even matters. And so diseases of inflammation. So when you have chronic inflammation in your body, the following diseases are associated with that, be it stroke, respiratory challenges, heart disorders, Alzheimer's, cancers, obesity, and diabetes. Those can be as a result of chronic inflammation, meaning that the inflammation, sometimes you cannot see it, it's in your body, in your cells, and prolonged can lead to the aforementioned. So when you're taking Juice Plus, it decreases the inflammation markers throughout your body. And then it also has a positive impact on your gut. I'd love to teach more about this in depth, and in the shred group, I'll go in there and drop some key information for you. We know that taking the Juice Plus supports your body's ability to use insulin effectively and decrease in belly fat. Yes, and I have this in here twice. So I must mean it, that it helps with the inflammatory response in your body. Healthier gums, so your pockets around your teeth are tighter and they bleed less often. And that truly is my story. I really want to tell you all what I noticed by taking the Juice Plus. And I will in just a second if I get a chance. We also know that it has a 39 increase of the microcirculation to the skin. So it provides the healthy glow. So real quick, I'm going to tell you what I noticed by taking Juice Plus. And I've been taking Juice Plus more than 6 years. So I used to have red eyes or put Visine in my eyes every day. And I'm a nutritionist, and I didn't even think that I needed, because I was like, oh, I eat fine. Not the case, right? Because the produce in the stores are not vine ripened. They sit there a long time. It doesn't have the nutrients in it that this does. And then we don't eat enough, right? So I had red eyes, then that went away. I had this dry patch on my forehead, that went away. My gums used to bleed when I would floss, that went away. My hair grows like crazy. I love that. My nails, I used to wear fake nails, and it saved me money because I don't wear fake nails anymore because my nails are strong. But most importantly, my blood work, I am deficient in nothing. So before the Juice Plus, there was some different nutrients that I didn't have in my body, and it showed up on my blood work. But now my blood work is beautiful. So I keep going with it because it's helping my body. And then I see all that Juice Plus does for so many others. If you have a child, a grandchild, a neighbor child, a child that you know, you can sponsor them to receive Juice Plus for free. Yep, for free. So you as an adult, you get it, and then they can get a supply for free. So that's awesome. And we know that the benefits for the children are vast, and parents love it. I'm a parent that loves it. All right, so preparation is key, right? You know the shred is coming. You're going to start on a Monday. And depends on when you're listening to this or what time of the year it is or what have you. But we usually start as a group on a Monday. And you want to prepare so you know it's coming. Often there's many times where a shredder will say, oh, I wasn't prepared. And no, you got to prepare. You know that if you're tempted, if you go in your cabinet and you're tempted by things in there that are unshred friendly, then get them out of there beforehand. Eat them up on Sunday. I don't know, just get them out of there so that you're not tempted, right? This is 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. So prepare, look at what you're going to eat, make sure all your fruits and vegetables are available and everything that you're going to need to succeed during these 10 days. And just get your mind right, right? So you can do it 10 days. You can do it for 10 days. And we love to hold each other accountable. We have different shred leaders, and so different shred leaders run their shred flow differently. When I say run their shred flow differently, you have a shred leader, they may call you, they may text you, they kind of decide how they want to do that. But we all have that Facebook group that we're connected to. So we'd love to see you in there posting and sharing and, you know, tuning in on a regular basis there. Yeah, so participate. And we encourage you to share. You know, the shred is 10 days and some shreds are better than others, right? Some days we're like, we got it. And you know, it can be a challenge, but it's a wonderful challenge and you're up for it. So just go all in. If you don't have Facebook, because I said there's a Facebook group, don't worry about it. That's not your deal. Then your shred leader will communicate with you in other ways, and they should communicate with you in other ways anyway. So what can you expect from the shred? Everybody's journey is different. We have certainly folks that release pounds. The most I've seen or heard someone was 15 pounds, but just know that it's 10 days, right? So, you know, it just know it's 10 days. So you will see some changes on the scale. Let us know how you feel. You may be going through a detox effect. It depends on your body and what your body is telling. A lot of times folks have more energy. It really depends. But what's most important is to make that assessment after the 10 days. Because so often than not, you feel good. You know that you're doing something so awesome for your body, and your body is giving you thanks and praise for doing that. After the shred, so day 11, you are free to resume what you were doing, except you might feel so good that you don't want to do that, right? We said it's a jump start to better health. And so you can do one of three things. You can say, oh, I feel so good. I'm going to keep going and keep going with the protocol of the shred, right? Or you can say, I'm going to have a little bit of cheese, or I'm going to do a little bit of something, but I'm going to keep most of the protocol, right? And that's what I usually do. When the shred is done, I want a sandwich. Like, but then I go back to most of the protocol And then the third option, which is I hope you do not choose, is to just stop altogether and just chuck it all and don't, don't do any of it ever again. We don't want that. We shred every month, 10 days, rain or shine, holiday or not, we do it every month. And we hope that you too will continue, because when you do that, you're resetting your body. You have those other 20 days, 21 days of the month, right, to do all kinds of stuff, but you're pulling it back in. That's helped me keep my weight down and keep just really conscious of what I'm doing. So we hope that after the 10 days, you keep some of the protocol and then you commit to shredding every month with us. Also, this is going back to when you're taking your protein, your complete. So you start off taking it for the 10 days, but you might decide you like it and you can continue to take it throughout the month. I do that. And then with the Juice Plus, you will take your Juice Plus every day, whether you're shredding, whether you're not shredding, because I like it, for me, I call it my health insurance. It's, let food, like I said, let food be thy medicine. You are giving your body some powerful nutrients every day, every day, every day. So don't stop doing that, because we need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and raw fruits and vegetables every day. And we don't get anywhere near that. And so with the Juice Plus, it really does help to bridge the gap. And I talked about what happens after the 10 days. And if you have any questions, because you're listening to this as a recording, you cannot ask me directly right here. But if you know where to find me, then you can ask me. You can ask in the Shred group, and you can also go to your Shred leader and ask them questions. So I think that's it. I'm excited. I'm always excited to do the Shred. I do. I'm excited. And I'm excited that you have decided to lock arms with us and shred with us. So peace and blessings. Eat well, think well, and be well. This is Robin signing off. And take care.